Welcome to the weekly live chat. I go live every single Wednesday around 9 p.m. Eastern. I kind of been slacking. I used to do 6 p.m., then I moved to the 9. It just always seemed like there's something going on. But anyway, if you guys are a fan of the channel, if you enjoy the live streams, I do a bunch of random live streams throughout the week. Every single Wednesday night, I will be live, one way or another, if you care to watch. Last night, I did a live stream, and I stayed up a little bit later. I said, I got to make this Merab video. A lot of my videos are inspired by conversations we have in the live streams. And I know the video I made necessarily wasn't a super popular opinion, but the majority of that video was straight up facts. So I had to make that video after some conversations we had. Let me actually say, yeah, it's actually doing okay. It's not doing great, not doing terrible. It's got good views and watch time, but nothing crazy. And it's still picking up some steam a little bit. And it's got a lot of watch time, matter of fact. So appreciate you guys. If you watched it, I put out a video. Maybe I could have came up with a better title. I don't know. Dana White trashes Merab Dvalishvili to protect Sean O'Malley. Anyway. Anywho. Yeah, we can talk about whatever. Whatever you guys want to talk about. There's no huge topics to really discuss. Dana White being Dana White. I literally could start doing... I literally could start doing Dana White scrum breakdowns where I take like 4 or 5 clips from Dana White post-fight scrums and just discuss them, whether they're relevant, accurate, I think they're true, or he's outright lying, or he's shaping a certain narrative. I've done a couple of them, but I literally thought about doing that from Dana White's Contender Series last night, but I really had to hone in on the Rob stuff. So I knew from the title that video was going to be controversial. And, you know, I was looking through some comments a little while ago when I was setting up my stream. And people were like, I seen a couple people say, oh, Joey's chasing views. I don't chase anything. I want to get views, but I'm not chasing anything. I'm covering topics that I think are important, that I think are big topics within the MMA community. And that's one of them. And I feel like it's massively... overblown, and I feel like people are disingenuous about it, you know? So it's crazy to me that these MMA, I'm telling you right now, these MMA media members are fucking shitheads. I fucking hate every single one of these media members. They don't know how to ask a fucking question. Are they all... This shit really actually annoys the piss out of me. How are they not educated enough about what's going on to ask a single fucking coherent question? They were like, Jones said he doesn't want to be on the card with Colby and blah, blah, blah. And Dana's like, well, if Jones said it, it's probably true then, because Jones would be a reliable source. If Jones said, think about this. Think about what this fucking dumbass media member asked. I want to beat the shit out of whoever it is. Jones said that he doesn't want to be on the card with Colby. Is that true? Well, if Jones said that he said it, most likely it's true, you dumb fuck. But that's not what happened. Colby said that Jones said. But these motherfuckers don't do their research. They don't know shit about the sport. I don't even know why they're covering it. They're not making any money. They're not making any money. I swear, when I hear a press conference, when I hear one of these press conferences, and I listen to some of these idiots ask questions, I don't even get pissed off in life in general. Like, you really have... It's impossible to piss me off almost in life in general. When I listen to some of these dumb-ass questions that aren't even coherent, that aren't even factually accurate in any way, shape, or form, I literally think to myself, how do these people get here? Do they follow the sport? Guys, I essentially follow the sport from reliable sources on Twitter, okay? And essentially my own Discord, my members' Discord, where people post breaking news articles. And somehow I am more informed than these fucking idiot media members who cover it for a living. And I'm not trying to shit on somebody else to try to elevate myself. That's not what this is about. These people are horrible at their jobs. First off, they're straight up pussies. Every single one of them is a pussy. Okay? Legit a pussy. You can tell when they ask Dana White questions, they're scared of him. It's like, who remembers when you were a kid and you would go to a store with your parents, okay? I didn't have any parents, but my grandparents. And you go to the toy aisle and you find a toy and you go back to your parents and you kind of hide it behind your back and you kind of like, I would really like, you try to weasel your way into getting that toy. Like, will you buy this for me, please? That's the way they phrase their questions to Dana White. Oh, Daddy Dana. Oh, Daddy Dana, you can put me in the North-South after this press conference if you want. These people are horrible. No wonder they don't make any money. They're fucking clowns. They're clowns. They don't know shit. They don't even follow the sport. Like, seriously, guys, I am following the sport via Twitter and Discord article headlines, okay? And then, based on a certain topic, I do a deep dive on it. All the discussion around Merab, right? I went and watched the 2 Merab interviews that he's done post UFC 292. Took me all of 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And then I formed a coherent thought. Okay? These clowns just can't do it. These clowns just can't do it. Fire them. Go find another career. You're a clown. Essentially, you're a clown. Good job for taking my suggestion and making the dark blue badge. Fair enough. But sorry for that rant. It just really annoys the shit out of me. These media members are garbage. They're garbage. They're garbage. They're garbage. And I don't care who gets offended by that. I don't care who hears it and gets offended by it. I don't care if people think I'm saying I could do a better job, but I damn sure could. I'm damn sure could. I could send my fiance to a press conference. She could do a better job. I could literally send my dog to a press conference with a couple notes and he could do a better job. At this point, you guys know when they do a press conference and they let the fans ask questions, the fans are indistinguishable from the media anymore. That's what a circus they are. Clowns. Hey, Joey, I don't know if you care, but Guru was on stream and really sad because he got swatted a bunch. Be careful out there. That sucks. That's horrible. I don't wish that on anyone. But I don't know if you're being serious or not. I knew from the title that video was going to be controversial. Fair enough. I like Merab and I think he wrecks O'Malley. The truth is UFC can match O'Malley up with anyone they want. The rankings aren't real. We can't even name one guy who voted for him. I can name 305 Honolulu, some bullshit one. But that doesn't change the fact of who has earned a title shot. We need a media reporter to call Dana out. That doesn't really answer the question. I have no problem with Dana if he wants to dodge a question, but at least ask it to him with coherent facts, okay? And then follow up. Like, Dana's little diatribe about Merab didn't answer the question, could Merab be next? And the question, let me phrase the question the way it should have been asked. Merab Dvalishvili said if Aljamain Sterling doesn't get a rematch for the title, he would like the next title fight. Is there any chance that Aljo gets the immediate rematch? Or do you think you're looking in another direction? There you go. And if he says, oh, we're looking in another direction, we're not going to give Aljo an immediate rematch. Okay, would Merab be in consideration for that? He says he wants to fight for the title. He says he's ready to go. Then if he doesn't answer, okay, moving on. Merab definitely has a better resume than Cheeto. Yeah, but the UFC just wants to make... Dude, it's crazy, though. It's crazy. The dark blue really looks good. I knew it would. Fair enough, fair enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're working on your 24 months now. Joey, Henry Cejudo basically stated last night that 292 only made 250K, 250 to 350K, saying Sean is not a true star. Thoughts? I don't believe a word that Henry Cejudo says. But if you just take the context of Henry Cejudo away from it and you say UFC 292 only did 350K buys or under 350K buys, I find that very believable. The UFC, and I've talked about this I think 2 live chats ago, the UFC tries to manufacture stars by pretending they're stars before they actually are stars. It's just essentially, the best way I can describe it is with a saying, fake it till you make it. They act like a certain fighter's more popular than they actually are, and they think that then in turn makes them more popular because people are like, oh, everyone else cares. So that's essentially what they're trying to do with that. Guru called you left wing and autistic. Look, I don't give a fuck what he calls me. I don't care what he calls. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? If he is calling me something, he can suck my dick. That's what I have to say. Anybody calling anyone online names over, I don't even know you. So that's all I got to say. I have the same thought about them. It's called beating around the bush. What's up, Andy? Dana could roll up the press conference stage with a Rolls Royce and they asked him how he likes being in Boston. Dude, the stupidest question. When are you coming back? When are you coming back? Joe, you're 100% right on the media member questions. They always dance around what they want to ask, kind of like with the power slap ones. Dude, it's so annoying. They don't know how to ask a question. They don't even know what's going on in the sport. I was annoyed when the lady asked about Dana's house getting broken into. You're such a kiss ass. Oh my god. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I can't stomach it. He got swatted. That's unfortunate. That's sad. That's sad. If that is true. I don't necessarily believe you, but if that is true, that's sad. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Now, I'm not lying. His whole situation is sad because he won't be able to get a new rental in the future because of his swatting situation. How would they even know? How would anyone even know that? But fair enough. That's disheartening to hear. But people are scumbags. People are fucking scumbags. You got a bunch of fucking weirdos online who are terminally online. Like, think about this. I have 11,000 subscribers. I'm just a normal everyday dude. I got 11,000 subscribers or 11,400 subscribers almost. And I got weirdos coming in here crying about Joey this and Joey that, and they're making up fake shit, and they're just weirdos. But let me just say this. These people have miserable lives. They get no women. They probably have no money. They just sit at home. They probably don't bathe on a regular basis. And they cry and want, like, I can't imagine genuinely caring, like, enough about someone else's opinion online to get so upset that I want to find a way to ruin their life or make their life worse by swatting them or doxing them. Like, I can't imagine caring enough to be like, let me go out of my way to try to do this to somebody I don't even know because maybe I don't agree with some things they say. They're fucking losers is what they are. We're just this is a rated R stream, all right? This is MMA Joey live chat after dark. Let's be honest with ourselves. What motivation to be a good reporter at a post-fight presser? They're looking for clickbait. Yeah, I mean, and they don't even do a good job of that. They don't even do a good job of that. Joey throwing Franks, I'm not even sure what that means, but all right. Stipe pulls out. Jones declines to fight Pav, and we got no main event. If Stipe pulls out short notice, Jones will not fight Pavlovich, 100%. But, yeah. Only 15 minutes in this stream. I am already feeling some pretty serious pleasure. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I hope you stay for the full duration of pleasure, all right? All the guru talking here is fake, never happened. I figured it was. He just went live and talked about it. What the hell are you even talking about? Well, who knows? If the UFC gives Weidman another fight, it'll be an abomination. Dude's going to be a vegetable. They will. Apparently, Weidman fractured his good leg, but apparently it must... I didn't read too much into it, but it must be like a micro fracture or something because he says he only needs 4 weeks to recover. I can tip my cap to you, Joey. I don't... Oh, sure, thanks. Hey, Joe, do you ever find it difficult to find motivation for MMA content? Does it ever go up or down? I just love the sport. Look, I just love the sport. And I feel like a lot of the coverage of MMA is not fact-based. It's not evidence-based. Most of it's extremely biased. Most of it's extremely half-hearted and lazy. Most of it is just people throwing shit at the wall and praying it sticks. And when I see some of these stupid-ass narratives, they always bothered me for many years. Really dumb narratives in the sport drove me nuts for many, many years. And I always dreamed, one day I'm going to start a YouTube channel. One day I'm going to start a YouTube channel. And now I finally have it. I finally have it. Regardless, you can say what you want. Oh, you know, you get, what, 4,000 or 5,000 views a video or whatever it may be, 2,000 views for some videos. Just to be able to have a somewhat of an impact on the narrative and set some of the bullshit straight makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. So I can't say, I mean, sometimes if I'm really tired, I don't necessarily feel like maybe researching like full card predictions or something like that. But for the most part, I'm pretty motivated to do it. Really enjoyed the Wonder Boy video. Thank you, my friend. A lot of people complained about that. Wonder Boy's a PMF. Wonder Boy's a PMF. Basically, he rents and wants to leave his house, but his landlord... How would his landlord even talk to his new landlord? I don't buy it, dude. I don't buy it at all. You don't know how the world works. You don't have to tell your old landlord who your new landlord is. Hey, Joey, thoughts on Jones Pavlovich? Jones would take the fight, but not on short notice. But on short notice, he's not taking it. That is the fight that should be made, though. I hope Stipe pulls out tomorrow. I'm thinking about ringing the fire department phones off the hook. Wear that motherfucker out, make him pull out. Nobody that looked like they were impersonating a lawn chair in their last fight should be fighting for a title 2.5 years later. If you looked like a folding chair in your last fight, you do not deserve a title shot. End of story. How can you defend Merab, bro? He's literally Aljo's pet. I can defend him against false narratives. He never turned down a title shot. He never held up the division. And he never said he didn't want to fight for the title. All three of those things are outright false, and people keep regurgitating them because they lack critical thinking. I don't know who Richard is, dude. The female reporter at the presser is named Photo Amy. She started to cover MMA like 6 years ago. I used to follow her because she would do some small shows here in SoCal. I think I know who she is. She's horrible. Stop saying hot takes just to get attention. I haven't really been saying any hot takes, so fuck you. Fuck off. Go watch somebody else's channel. If you don't like what I have to say. If you actually watch my videos, I back every single thing I say up with factual information. You don't have to agree with the conclusion I come with, but I back it up with information. She had turned into a Dana White sycophant. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone, but she's really seems to only ask positive. Yeah, she's a Dana White sycophant. For sure. The GOAT MMA Joey has returned. Thank you. That's just what he was saying on stream. Whatever you do, believe me, just be careful. All right, I will. I swear if Stipe pulls out, we're doing a members-only trip to his fire station with shillelaghs. If he pulls out, dude, I'm going to be happy as hell. Pause. Big pause. How is he Aljo pet? He basically hinted that Merab gets better of Aljo in training sparring. Yeah, I don't get it, dude. He never turned down a fight. He was never #1 contender and missed the title fight. He never held up the division. All lies, dude. It's stupid. Literally, Merab and Aljo's friendship. Let me break this down for you guys. You're really about to shit yourself. You're really about to shit yourself. I can break down this whole situation in one sentence. Merab, now I said Merab. Merab and Aljo's friendship has affected the bantamweight division 0%. 0%. It has never affected the bantamweight division. Now, in the next coming months, it could. But right now, as of right now, 0%. Anybody telling you otherwise is a flat-out liar. Got folded like a lawn chair, got me dead. Dude was folded. The dude was folded. I mean, like, literally, if you look like that, in your last fight, so, yeah. Sorry, I was just reading something real quick. Dude got folded like a lawn chair. How would Jones versus Pavlovich go? I think Jones would beat him up. I think Jones would win. Probably via submission. But it's a way better fight than a Stipe fight. I'm praying Stipe pulls out. I ought to make a video on that, but then people are going to bitch and whine. Please, Stipe Miocic. Please, MMA gods. Have Stipe pull out 6 weeks away. 8 weeks away. Please, MMA gods. I want Jones versus Pavlovich. I don't believe Jones will take the fight on short notice. So once we get to like the 3-4 week area, I don't want Stipe pulling out. But 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, hell yeah. Give me 1 second, boys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. Apparently, someone just texted me. Apparently, there's a blue moon right now. I'm gonna go check it out real quick. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, boys. I'm back. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. Anyway, pretty much to sum up Guru's situation, don't create a Discord or place for any community. There are weirdos out there waiting to dox you. That is true. I have a Discord. Maybe somebody in there is waiting to dox me. I'm going to have to clean up that Discord the next few months. Boot some people out. And, yeah, I saw the full moon. I didn't see a blue moon. If this stream gets 50 likes, I'll hire you as my yacht boy. Will you hang out with me on the boat like Connor does with his pool boys? Yeah, the moon was full, but I didn't see blue. So somebody tell me the full story. What actually happened? What actually happened? Is there anything on YouTube? Let's see. I don't buy it. There is a video. It says 1 hour ago. Cries on stream after being doxxed. Somebody go watch it. Let me know what it says. Oh my God. I just seen the dumbest shit when I searched that too. That's sad. That's disappointing. People are weirdos. People are weirdos. Looks good through my telescope though. What do you mean Jones versus Pavlovich? Pavlovich is apparently the backup. But it's not going to happen on short notice. I don't know. Someone go watch the video and tell me. I wonder who did it to him. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know. Let's see. People like that are pieces of shit though, so I feel bad for him. I mean, it seems true from what I just googled. It seems true. But let me see. Anyway, let me hop on Discord to discuss why Merab is hated on by Dana. I already know why. I already discussed it, bro. I'm not even talking about this anymore. It's just bad. It's just bad karma. Some clips channel is a whoa, and a guru pretty much called him out for it. So what does that have to do with being doxxed? That's disturbing. I feel bad for him. That's a really annoying thing to deal with. If I was him, you know what? I'd just stop streaming for a bit. Because then people can't do it. But then again, that's letting them win. So never mind, I wouldn't do that. I thought it was actually going to be blue. Yeah, I think it's just big and bright. But at my house, it's kind of cloudy. So he knows who did it. I would take retribution on them. I would take retribution. Oh, that's the first thing I'm doing. I'm getting retribution. I'm petty like that. And that's not even being petty, really. Merab broke the news of Aldo's retirement before Aldo could. They are in the U.S. So what? I'd still get retribution. I get retribution on them. I have my ways. Look, right now, I swear, give me 10 minutes. I can find out Hap Chandler's address right now. Give me 10 minutes. I'll find it. Thoughts on Pereira versus Jan decision. I thought Jan won the fight. I didn't think it was a robbery, though. I did an entire video on it. All right, more MMA questions, boys. We talked about a horrible situation enough. Disgusting, despicable, terminally ill people online try to be pieces of shit. What's up, JJ Smoke? Speaking of those people. I'm just kidding. Jan won the fight. No one was talking about it at all. I made a video. I'll Venmo you $20 if you do. I dare you. Nah, dude. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's disgusting. Brother, we got to talk about Tatiana Suarez's next bout. Who's she fighting? Who's she even fighting? She's probably going to wait for a title shot. Who you got in Yanez versus Martinez? Is that booked? I don't remember. Is that booked? I would take Yanez. I think he's got the crisper boxing. How sad would it be if Macy Barber becomes champion? I'd throw up. Pereira jabbed up his body way more than people remember he won. Nah, he lost, dude. Jan landed the better shots in the third round. Heavier shots. Way heavier shots. If Merab were to fight Aljo, who you got? Merab. It's booked for October 14th, I think. Is YouTube your only job? No. I wish. I wish. I need you guys to watch the videos, share the videos, like the videos, comment on the videos, and then I can do it. Joe, what did you think of those kicks on Instagram? Who was a good matchup for me in the middleweight division? The kicks were slick. They were fast. They were powerful. I don't know who I would book you against in the middleweight division. You're probably too skilled for someone like Bo Nickel. But I'm telling you right now, if I had a 3-year-old son and he brought home a C- on a report card, I'm hiring you to discipline him. I'll tell you that much. I'm hiring you to discipline him. Spinning roundhouse kick to the face, yeah, you better bring those grades up, or I'm hiring Jackson. That was some great pad work. I think you're too good for Bo Nickel, though. I don't think the UFC would want to risk that one. Maybe if Neil Magny's willing to go up to middleweight, you can fight him at middleweight. A girl who was at a park. How do you know all this, Wisconsin? Joe, you doing something Neil Magny wouldn't? We don't need to go into details about, but I think you shouldn't have used your real name for YouTube. It is what it is. It is what it is. There's nothing I can do, bro. There's nothing I can do. But I will. Anybody ever does anything shitty to me, I'm looking for retribution. And I mean that dead seriously. 100%. Sue him because he's not like that, but in my opinion, should sue him. I do more than sue him. I do more than sue him. I would never talk about it on stream. I would never make a video about it. But I do more than sue him. Sean's a good new gen champ who brings fans who relate to his small town origins. I think you're looking in that a little bit too deep. What's up, Joe? You got a loyal fan base and chat. Cool shit. Thank you, MMA Locker Room. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate your support. I hope you enjoy popping into some of the streams. I hope you watch some of the videos. I spend all this time making these videos in depth. And, yeah. This is I can't believe I stumbled across the dumbest video I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to send it, people saying Merab turned down a title shot is idiotic. He never turned down a title shot. Anybody saying that's flat out lying. Hey, Joe, what do you do for work outside of YouTube MMA? Wouldn't you like to know, bitch? Huh? You trying to dox me? Trying to find out? You'll never find out. Now, let me stop, dude. That's just... Why are we even talking about that? I've answered that many of times. I'm not answering it anymore. I'm a part-time prostitute, part-time YouTuber. That's all I do. So, if you want to find me, I'll be on a busy city corner in Philadelphia. There you go. Your Merab video was really, really good because it was actual original idea that Merab didn't even in place for a title shot until now when Aljo isn't champ anymore. Exactly. Wade, thank you for the 199. Love how you always reference the Mexico incident. How did nobody comment this on my UFC 293 video? I said UFC 293 is an embarrassment. It is a slap in the face to MMA fans. It is a slap in the face to the Australian fans in a club in Mexico at 53 years old for the Australian fans who bought tickets to go to the event live. How do you know all this, Wisconsin? Wade, thank you for the $1.99. What if you were across the pond in the UK? I don't care. I'd fly there. I'd fly there. I don't give a fuck. Why does it bother you so much when someone asks you? Nah, it doesn't bother me. I just got tired of answering it, so I'm not answering anymore. And especially when we're in a chat talking about someone who got doxxed. We're just going to stay away from that. Completely. Stay away from it. I'm not angry. I was just joking around the way I phrased it. But, yeah. I told you I'm a part-time prostitute. Is that a problem? Don't forget 293 still hasn't happened. Joe, why are you so negative? It's like, seems like 80% of your takes are tearing someone down. Do you actually like MMA or do you like sitting on it? Your mom likes sitting on me, that's for sure. That's one positive. But 80% of my content is not negative. It's just not true. It's just not true. Like it's just, you can't even look at a channel and find out that that's literally factually not true. Oh, Dana White is protecting Sean O'Malley from Merab. That's not negative. That's just breaking down a situation based on facts that Merab never turned down a title shot. Oh, UFC Paris, full card predictions. That's not negative. Oh, the UFC's ruining the sport with undeserved title shots. You can consider that negative, but that's a legitimate part of the sport. Cut these fighters. That's just a fun video idea discussing the worst performances on a card. Oh, UFC Singapore post-fight. Oh, I talk about all the good fights and all the good things that happened during certain fights. UFC 293 is horrible. UFC 293 is horrible. I deserve to be negative about it. Cut Wonderboy Thompson. Okay? Wonderboy deserves to be cut for turning down fights. Ian Gary exposed Neil Magny at 292. That's legitimate. Full card predictions. What did we learn? Nothing negative about that. Full card predictions post-fight. This fight may never happen. Worth your money. Prediction. Unwanted champ. Full card predictions. Reasons I love UFC 292. I would literally go on the venture to say 75% of my content is either neutral or positive. If you combine neutral and positive together, you probably get about 70 to 75% of my content. So you're just factually incorrect. Because you don't agree with me doesn't mean that it's negative. Because it shits on the UFC a little bit doesn't mean it's necessarily negative, okay? What do you run their company? Honestly, never answer the question on stream. It's not worth it. People who know. There you go. Why is UFC 293 so bad? I don't know. The UFC's scum for doing it. Joey a champion, truly a champ when they defend it once in my book. If not, you're just flash in the pan. Fair enough. Joey gives the opinions the shit MMA media won't give you. Exactly. And a lot of the time, like the content that you might perceive as negative is trying to set the record straight for bad narratives. It's just trying to set the record straight. A lot of these videos I don't even want to make, but I have to make. I feel like it's my duty to make. Protecting O'Malley. Dana White flat out lied and misrepresented it, and other people are doing the same. UFC becoming WWE. Okay, that's literally going on. I need to discuss that. So, he's not protecting O'Malley. He literally said if Merab doesn't take the title shot, he will get cut. That's not even accurate. That's not even accurate. I played all the clips of my video. Go watch my video if you want to get educated. Jon Jones dreaming about Stipe is weird. Yeah, he thinks it's an easy win. He thinks it's an easy win. It's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Give me 1 second. How did this happen? Guys, do me a favor and like this stream if you haven't already. Joe, I feel like most people are casuals and just started watching MMA this year. They don't understand the evolution of the downgrade of the sport over time. 100%. I commented on MMA Junkie Insta post about Dana though on Merab and Aljo and got so much hate for saying it was a false narrative. Aljo liked my comment. Dude, you guys need to send my video to Aljo. He can repost that. I set the record straight, 100%. I set the record straight. Merab Dvalishvili has never turned down a title shot. Ever. He said he's ready to go next month. He said he's ready to go in December. All he said was, if Aljo's getting the next title shot, I will wait. That's all he said. And people are just running with a fake narrative because they don't like Merab. It's stupid. It's just absolutely stupid. Imagine listening to Stipe talk in your dreams. Yeah, it's no different than watching Boomhauer on King of the Hill. Fire apart, title shot, I got folded like a lawn chair, NASCAR. What's the difference between Ngannou before Stipe 2 and Pavlovich for someone that wasn't there hype-wise? What's the difference? What do you mean, difference? What is the difference between Ngannou before Stipe 2 and Pavlovich for someone who wasn't there hype-wise? Hype-wise, Ngannou was just hyped up more, dude. Just because the way he was getting KOs were so much more brutal than Pavlovich. He was shutting dudes off. So, I understand the question now. Ngannou was, the hype was a bit higher on Ngannou. Why are you Italian? What do you mean, why? Why? I don't know what you mean. This YouTube title is 100% accurate. That is true. That is true. Everyone liked the stream right this second. And everyone, do me a favor. Do me a massive favor. Double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Skang Biscuit, where the fuck have you been, you dumb motherfucker? What do you think this is? What do you think this is, bro? I broke this out a week ago. My friend. Boom. 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 I broke that out a week ago. Shows you haven't been watching the channel. Since Jones would fight Ngannou and said no one knows Pav pretty much, no one knows who Stipe is either. Literally, no one knows who Stipe is. Yeah, so Skang Biscuit, why don't you shut your mouth now? Why don't you send a super chat and apologize? Nice, thick, solid. I've been busy. Yeah, I broke it out. I broke it out last week. Joe, what are your thoughts on Tatiana Suarez versus Yan Xiaonan? Is that booked? Is that booked? But I like that matchup. That'd be fun. I think Tatiana Suarez would win. Not relating. Oh my God. Would you fly out if someone did that to you? Hell, 100%. I'm getting revenge. I'm telling you right now. I'm getting revenge. One way or another. Joe, you should make it known in your cuts video if any of these fighters are looking for work. The Ian Gary fan club is hiring. Yeah. Ian Gary fan club is hiring. We also double as social services. We protect kids from being abused by their parents, being mercilessly beat, and becoming accustomed to it. Literally, bro acts like Stipe some household name because I'm broke. Just spent 120 pounds on 1,200 pounds on vet bills. That's horrible. Double retirement at 295 income. It sounds about right, bro. Sounds about right. Jackson's full-time member of the Ian Gary fan club. I'm glad Jackson's with me. I'm glad he's not upset and like mercilessly defending Neil Magny, because then I'd be really upset. I'd be like, damn. Dude's going to wipe his ass. Dude's going to wipe his ass on something he may or may not be sending me soon. Bloody Cat couldn't pee. Cost a fortune. What was it? What fight should I put on in the background? Carlos Suarez or Rose Namajunas too? Damn, bro, take him to the public restroom already. Yeah. How could casuals know Stipe if he's been out for 3 years? Yeah. I'm telling you right now, nobody even knows who Stipe is. Nobody even knows who Stipe is. But I haven't seen exactly what Jon Jones said. People are probably just reading the headline. I figured it was a urinary tract, something or other. That's sad, dude. I'm glad you got it taken care of. Double retirement. I hate UFC 295 in general. I know, I'm being too negative. I just don't care about Stipe. I just don't care about Stipe. Neil Magny is begging Joey to talk about his hairline again. Yeah, I bet you he is. Damn. Joey, would you rather have to hang out with Clay Guida and his boys once every week or have to spend your childhood growing up in the Neil Magny household? How good am I at leg kicks? I need to know that before I answer the question. Jones wants to fight mainstream fighters, but Stipe is not known. Yeah, he's full of shit then. Who's the biggest name at heavyweight other than Jones? Derek Lewis. You're right. Thanks, man. Once it happens one time, it will happen again. The surgery they do on male cats to prevent it is literally chop the member off. So I'm not going to put him through that if it comes to it. That sucks, dude. That's unfortunate. Shavkat, JDM, and Ian Gary, the next rivalry trilogy at welterweight. Well, no one wants to fight each other, so probably not, but hopefully. What do you think happens if Oliveira loses the rematch? He's going to be in a weird situation. I don't know where he goes from there. If you could beat up any fighter, who would it be? Well, it's not if. There's a couple of them I would whoop bad. I would whoop them bad, but I don't know. I don't really hate anyone. I'm disgusted with how many people have been saying Roundtree versus Reyes. That's funny. That is mad funny. I love you so much. What the fuck? Alright, thank you. I guess you love the channel. I checked it. I seen it, Fries. Fries, that new. How do you feel with that new badge? How do you feel with that new badge? There isn't a single good matchup for Reyes. It's Alexander Gustafsson, bro. The chinless. The chinless versus the chinless. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. It would be funny if John comes down to 205 and whoop everyone again. He would. Isn't Gus at heavyweight? He'd probably come back down, though. Dude, Reyes has no chin. You're going to have to do better than that. You fought like shit. One of my all-time favorite knockouts is Gus Glover. Yeah, dude, there was nonstop uppercuts. I remember I was on vacation watching that. Just the same combination over and over and over again. Fries got the badge. Let's see who else is close to it. Let's see who else. I'll tell you how many people have the 24-month badge. There's 3 people with the 24-month badge. There's 3 people with the 24-month badge right now. There's 3 people. And then there's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 people who are on 19 months. And then there's a bunch of people in between. That is pretty sick. That is pretty sick, though. I'm going to have to make the 36-month badge. You know what's going to be sad? One day when Fries doesn't like the channel anymore, he just abandons it. Blue badge, ugly? Well, you go to hell. Reyes was blessed with that win over Ozdemir. Yeah, I think I thought Ozdemir won that. What was fight of the year? I don't know. Reyes versus Ozdemir. Ozdemir has a fight. Who do you think headlines 296? Volk versus Topuria. Or Pereira versus Yuri. Probably Pereira versus Yuri. Maybe Pereira versus Yuri and Volk versus Topuria. Co-headliners, I like to call them. That's what I like to call them. Reyes really beat Weidman for a title shot. I know. I think they were in Boston, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody fact-check that for me. I want to say they were in Boston. I remember it was a right cross. Just slap him. Reyes versus Pereira. Yeah, give me Dom Reyes versus Pereira. Isn't that crazy? In an alternate universe, Reyes would just ragdoll Pereira. Yeah, they were in Boston. Okay. Dude, Weidman's done for. How is Dana White protecting O'Malley? Sandhagen is injured. Cejudo's coming off a loss. Merab is being Aljo's side chick. Merab actively said he wants a title shot. Don't believe it? Watch my most recent video on my channel. It has 2 clips of him saying he's next in line for the title fight. So, yeah, then that's why. They're delegitimizing Merab and acting like he doesn't want the title shot when he does. He's actively said he wants a title shot. Reyes versus OSP. Sure. I don't want to watch it, but sure. Why not? Why not? What a little piece of shit that fight will be. Thoughts on MMA Point? I think they're too biased. I don't know. I don't watch them, so I couldn't tell you. Light heavyweight kind of sucks. Yeah, it's kind of low skilled. But who am I? Who am I to criticize? Right? I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to criticize at all. Isn't it crazy if Abus Magomedov would have won? He might have been fighting for a title at 293. Maybe Reyes versus Tanner Boser. That sounds about right. Isn't it crazy? Reyes was considered the uncrowned champ literally like 2 years ago. Alright. Literally considered the uncrowned champ literally like 2 years ago. Maybe 3. So he fought... What event was that? I believe it was UFC 253. He lost to Jan. UFC 253. Yeah, so it's been 3 years. Next month. Wait a second. Let me just check something. Let me just check something real quick. March of 2021. March of 2021 is the last time Stipe Miocic fought. Okay. The last time... Around the last time Stipe fought, Dominic Reyes was number 3 in the rankings. That's crazy. Sean would have been called a bum for the rest of his life if Abus won. Dude, Abus was looking good in the first round. Now Reyes is a beaten, dead, forgotten soul. That is true. He was uncrowned king a few months then. Jan took his soul. Dude was complaining about getting robbed. And has he even won a fight since? He hasn't won a fight since, has he? No, he hasn't. Oh, Yeah, he hasn't. He's on a 4-fight losing streak. Got finished in last 3. Dude, Yuri really dirted him bad. Yuri really dirted him bad. That was only round 2, spinning elbow? I thought that was later in the fight. Dude got KO'd by Superman Span. Cheeto's not the more dangerous fights. Keep lying to yourself. Yeah, Reyes' last win was against Chris Weidman in October 2019. Damn. Reyes made Span look good. I know. Dude got KO'd by a jab. Got KO'd by a jab. What an embarrassment that is. Merab isn't dangerous, though. He can strike and only has cardio. Okay, whatever. What is up, Billy? What's going on, Billy? I'm a senior in high school and wasn't even a freshman when Reyes last won. That is crazy. Cheeto's going to become champ come December. O'Malley's frail. It's possible. Light heavyweight top 10 is pretty garbage minus a few fighters. Agreed. K, thank you for the $2.99 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Randomly. Thank you. No message with it, but just a super sticker, I guess. With a little thumbs up. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. I appreciate you supporting independent MMA media. That's what I'm calling myself from now on. Independent MMA media. That's got a good, nice little ring to it. Yo said, what's up, Bill? At least TKZ didn't stick around like all the guys getting KO'd left and right. Don't speak too soon, Fries. Don't speak too soon, bro. Do not speak too soon. Islam vs. Volk, 2 headlines, UFC 300, and they both win. Sign me up. Doubt it, but sign me up. That would sound pretty slick. I can't believe the year's coming to a close. This has been the fastest year of my life. Kay, thank you for the $1.99 super sticker. Appreciate you, my friend. I really do appreciate it, Kay. Just popping in and just slinging out super stickers. Thank you for the donos, my friend. I appreciate your support. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. That's my new line whenever I get a dono. I don't see him coming back. He's got a whole post on his YouTube, but I guess you never know. That is true. Cheeto can't be KO'd. Merab got dropped multiple times. Yeah, but it's just whatever. I would love to see Islam Volk too, though. Joey, who has the best jab in the lightweight division? I don't know. I'll say Islam. I'll say Islam. I will say Islam. Mocracy, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Great show. Appreciate your work. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the $5. Tonight's my last ever few hours of summer vacation. This is crazy. Dude, that sucks. But as you get older, you don't get it anymore. Okay, thank you for the $4.99 super sticker. Keep it up. I will. I will, Kay. Dude's just randomly popping in. Like, here's some donos for you. Thank you. Appreciate you guys, for real. I really do appreciate you guys. If you're watching the channel, I greatly do appreciate it. It means a lot. MMA is the only sport where people unretire like every week. That is very true. That is very true. Dude, the sport is unforgiving. People retire for a little bit and just they get the itch and they want to come back. Look at Bigfoot Silva. Dude's been KO'd. Let's look up Bigfoot Silva topology. Oh, God. This is going to be horrific. Bigfoot Silva has not won a fight since 2015, okay? The prior 3 fights, okay? So let's count this. Got finished by Cain Velasquez, got finished by Andrei Arlovski, got finished by Frank Mir, then he got a win. Then he got finished by Mark Hunt, finished by Stefan Struve, finished by Roy Nelson, finished by some guy's name I cannot pronounce, finished by Vitaly Minikov, finished in kickboxing, finished in boxing, 10, finished again, 11, finished again, 12, 13, 14. He's been finished in 14 out of his last 15 fights. He got finished in 14 of his last 15 fights. That is crazy. And if you want to count back, so you go 16, 17, 18, 19. He's got finished in 16 out of his last 19 fights. That's really bad, boys. And you know what's funny? You know what people don't talk about? I think USADA actually destroyed Bigfoot Silva's career. Because Bigfoot Silva has a legit illness where he needs some type of banned substance for treatment. And Bigfoot Silva used to have a decent chin. But as soon as he had to get off of that, whatever he was on, I think it might have been testosterone. I don't remember. He all of a sudden his chin was gone. Thank you again, Kay, for the $4.99. Thank you for supporting independent MMA media. Thank you for the super stickers. Joey, these takes are starting to get insane. Poirier has a better jab than Islam. Merab is not dangerous. Okay. All right. Yeah, Joey, keep it up. Thank you. I will. Marlon Moraes better not unretire. Dude, how many times has he been finished straight? Dude, Bigfoot's going to die soon. I'm telling you right now. Bigfoot's going to die soon. I think it indeed wasn't testosterone. Yeah, he got screwed over. It was the ban of it was the ban of TRT. And he, oh my God, his record's 19-15. His record, I remember being excited when he got signed to the UFC. His record's 19-15 now. And I don't even know if that counts the boxing matches. Jesus. That's horrific. Imagine what his brain looks like. It actually makes me disgusted. Like, why is nobody protecting him? Why is nobody protecting him? Damn, his brain is tapping out. That is true. Holy crap. Bigfoot is sad. And apparently, he retired and he came back out. Dude's going to be fighting for funnel cakes at the Kentucky State Fair. Unpopular opinion, Tony beat Khabib the first. No. No, absolutely not. Khabib would have always mauled Tony badly. Joey, what's your thought on this question? Hold on. What's your thought on this question? As a fan, is it better for a champion to fight less or more? Fight more. You see them more, less spectacle. Fight less, more spectacle. I think it depends who they are and what matchups they are, but I prefer they fight more. I think Moraes had been KO'd like 6 times in a row. It's crazy, dude. Marlon Moraes is done for. I'm still waiting for his power slap debut. Wouldn't shock me at all. Wouldn't shock me at all, my friend. Power slap debut. I can't believe people didn't do nothing. Does he have money? Probably not. That's probably why. But why are people still signing him on the fight? I don't know what he can do, though. At one point he signed with them. Did he really? What's the one thing you would change if you were CEO of the UFC? I would give out title shots based on a meritocracy. Immediately. Effective immediately. If it was a tie, maybe I'd let the fans vote on it. You know what it would? You know, I would give title shots based on a meritocracy. If I believed it was a tie, I would give fighters 1 month to run a campaign, and then I would let fans vote on it. Oh, he teased slap fighting. I hope Stipe pulls out. Me too. I ought to make a video called I hope Stipe pulls out. The promotion signing him or shady, I think it's going to end soon. I mean, he's going to die, dude. He's going to die in the cage, die in the ring. He's going to be dead soon. Kay, thank you for the $1.99. What are the 3 fights you're looking forward to the most? 3 fights I'm looking forward to the most. Israel Adesanya versus Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev versus Paulo Costa. And I will also say Volk versus Topuria. Volk versus Topuria. You like that little swivel in the chair? That's what I would go with, probably. A month ago, you told me your lock of the year was Aljamain Sterling. Did Sean outperform your expectations? I don't remember saying that, but if so, then yes. Even if Stipe pulls out, I think Jones declines. Yet, not if Stipe pulls out now. Opinion on Gane if he loses to Spivak. He's a bum. Can't wait for Chris Dawkins versus Augustus Sakai in PFL. Can't wait. Joey, it's confirmed UFC 5 cover will be Shevchenko and Volk. The Deluxe Edition will just be Izzy. EA Sports sucks ass. What a shit cover that is. Who wants to see Shevchenko on the cover? But who even gives a shit about a cover? I buy digital games anyway. I'm really looking forward to seeing Volk versus Topuria, though. That's a big fight, in my opinion. Because Topuria is so well-rounded. I think he still loses, but it's still a very, very interesting, compelling matchup. So, I look forward to it. But wait, Joe, I thought O'Malley was a star. Why isn't he on the cover? They ought to change it right now and put him on the cover. Put Volk and O'Malley on the cover. Anytime we see Volk fighting is something you should be excited for. Agreed. Imagine the deluxe cover is with Izzy with nails. Who even's buying deluxe copies of games from EA Sports? EA Sports is a piece of shit company. I left work today with no serious injuries. What's up, John Cardiff? Where have you been, my friend? Thank you for being a member for so long. You never send your milestone messages. You can send a milestone like super chat with your membership for free. Just so you know. Just so you know, every month you get one. But nonetheless, appreciate you popping in the chat. I'm happy you have no serious injuries. Topuria, future champ. I don't know about all that. But maybe if they're putting Volk on the cover, we could get the EA Sports cover curse. Mobstar versus Volk is also compelling. Yeah, Lopez made it competitive, but Lopez is nasty. I want Max Holloway versus Diego Lopez. I want Max Holloway versus Diego Lopez immediately. Book it immediately. That is the fight to make. That is the fight to make. Early prediction on Pereira versus Yuri. Thank you for the $1.99. I know I'm going against probably public opinion. I'm going Yuri Prochazka. I don't think Pereira is that good. This is going to be a hot take. I don't think Pereira is that good of a striker defensively. Dude eats shots left and right. He eats shots left and right. I think Yuri's just going to bum rush him and KO him. I think Yuri finishes him badly. Brutal KO. Yuri Prochazka stiffens up Alex Pereira. Val got the curse before the game even came out. There you go. Yeah, that's true. Watch her lose. She's going to lose on the 16th now. I'm picking against her. Josh Parisian and his butt crack should have been on the cover. I agree. Thank you for the $1.99, Kay. I appreciate the donos, man. Thank you, Kay. If Alex fight like he does against Jan, he's getting put out. Agreed. He looked horrible in that fight. And imagine he doesn't get Yuri out of there early. Also, I think Yuri can out-grapple him as well. Hope you're having a good night. It's Chase. Thank you, Chase, a.k.a. Tennessee. Topuria will have more than time to chain for Volk. I think he's the one to crack the puzzle. We'll see. Probably going to happen in December. will most likely happen in December. What's worse, Pimlet versus Gordon or Jan versus O'Malley? Both of them were really bad. Watch every video and live. Just don't comment often. Appreciate you, John. Appreciate you, my friend. No matter what, man. Just like them. Just give them a like. So, appreciate it. You're helping grow the channel, my friend. The watch time is appreciated. Why do people act like Alex looked amazing against Jan? I don't know. He looked like straight up garbage. That was his worst performance probably in his UFC. John is a lurker, confirmed, and that's okay. Yeah, I never commented or participated on any live streams ever in my entire life before I had a YouTube channel. There are so many options for the December pay-per-view. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be Volk versus Topuria and Yuri versus Pereira. Confirmed. Per sources. I have inside knowledge. Per sources. The UFC 296 main event on December 16th will be Volk versus Topuria and Alex Pereira versus Yuri Prochazka. 2 title fights, co-headliners. I'm not sure which one's going to be the main event and which one's going to be the co-main event, but that's what I'm telling you right now will be UFC 296. I've been calling it all year. Chandler versus McGregor will not happen. Who's been telling you that all year? This guy has. This guy has. Also, who's been telling you all year? Francis Ngannou did not make a mistake. He may sign a big contract. He may get a boxing fight. And nobody wanted to believe me. And guess what happened? And guess what happened? This guy was right. Apparently, Adesanya wants to fight before year's end, too. Shout out to Adesanya. I doubt he will, though. I doubt he will. I doubt he will. I call bull, Joey. Okay. You promised us McGregor was fighting in December. I never did. Did you see Cody almost fighting on a Russian podcast? I did not. Who do you think should beat up Edmund Shabazian next? Bo Nickel. That would be card of the year. Hopefully it happens, bro. December, they usually put on a big card for December. Is it December 16th or is it December 6th? I must have messed up. It is December 16th. So look, we're going to come back to this live chat. Let me sit up. Hold on. Let me sit up. This is for a future clip for I can post it on Instagram or something when it does happen. So ready for this? The main and co-main event of UFC 296 on December 16th. I'm not sure which one's going to be the main, which one's going to be the co-main, but it will be Alexander Volkanovski defending his featherweight title against Ilia Topuria, and it will also be Yuri Prochazka versus Alex Pereira for the light heavyweight title. Mark my words, per sources, breaking news. It is August 30th, 2023 right now. I'm telling you right now, 2 title fights, UFC 296, featherweight and light heavyweight titles on the line. Boom. There you go. You think Usman will fight this year? I'm going to say no. Don't care for Adesanya's personality, but who cares of that? He's extremely active and never turns down fight. Love that. Exactly. But I thought it was confirmed on Tough. Exactly. Yeah. It was confirmed on Tough. I'm clowning. I know. You've been saying Conor won't fight. Fight won't be happening since Ultimate Fighter. I know. I know. I've been telling you guys that. Volk deserves to be main event. I think it will be Volk as the main event. I think they have enough respect for Volk. And I don't think Yuri or Pereira is some massive draw, and I don't think it hurts for them to be co-main anyway. Thoughts on Brad Cardona having an engineering degree and still fighting? I don't care what he does with his life. He can do whatever he wants. If he wants to fight, let him fight. Matter of fact, who remembers this? I'm going to curious in the chat. This is from a UFC promo over the last few years, okay? And it went something like this. There's only one... Hold on. How does it go? There's only one way to find out. Lock the cage door behind you and let them fight. Does anybody remember what that's from? It went something like that. It was talking about who's the best, and it said there's only one way to find out. Lock the cage door behind you and let them fight. One of my favorite all-time UFC promos. One of my favorite. I would play it on stream, but I get copyright. Does anyone know what that one's from? That's probably top 3 all-time favorite UFC promos. 3 fighters you like the most and 3 fighters you hate the most. It is 3 fighters I like the most. Charles Oliveira, Alexander Volkanovski, and I'll say Ian Machado Gary, just to piss people off. 3 fighters I hate the most. I feel like I don't really hate. Hate's too strong, but dislike. Well, you said fighters, not necessarily UFC fighters. I'll say Tony Kelly, Jeremy Stevens, and Juliana Pena. Thank you for the 199K. Appreciate the super chat, man. Pereira's a bigger draw than Volk. Maybe, maybe not. I remember, but I don't know what fight it was. How do you remember? How do you remember? Was it a huge fight? Yes, it was a massive fight. So that kind of gives it away. Partially. Narrows it down. Joey, Dustin Poirier is holding up the division. No one wants to talk about that because Hot Sauce and Samsung. Is he holding up the division? He's not in line for a title shot. He just fought and got KO'd. Danny Sabatello has to be on the dislike list. I don't care enough about Danny Sabatello to dislike him. Are people so brain dead they acting like forget Aljo defended 3 times in 10 months, acting like Merab is holding up the division like Colby is or something? This is absolutely ridiculous and stupid. I know that's why I had to make a video on it. Damn, I have to go find that promo right now and listen to it, to be honest. I have to go find that promo right this second and listen to it. To see. It was one of the best promos I've ever heard. Oh, here it is. You know what's crazy? It's up on another YouTube channel. But I guarantee I would get copyright if I played it. It's my favorite. It's my probably second or third favorite promo of all time. All right, let's put it in my headphones. Let's listen to how it sounds. No, I'm not doing that, acting it out. Let's listen to it real quick. I'll throw some lines out on it, and we'll see if anybody can get it. All right. A king has returned. Damn, this promo was sick. The unthinkable become fact. I remember watching this on Fight Night, and I was like, damn. Damn. And there was corny lines in there, but I didn't care. I'm going to read my favorite line from it. I'm going to read the one line I'm really talking about in a minute. This is probably UFC's best work outside of prime time. I'll give you another hint in a second. Damn, this is sick. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting hype right now. The King of Kings. I'm excited. I'm getting excited right now. Dude, I never was so excited. This fight got me hyped. This is how it should be. The best versus the best. Everything right there for the taking. Legacy, greatness, destiny. Damn, this is good. Will it be what is, or will it be what has always been? There's a simple way to find out who truly belongs on the throne. Lock the door behind you and let them fight. Damn. This is sick. This is better than I remember. I haven't watched this in a while. There can only be one king. Yeah, this is my second favorite promo of all time. This is my second favorite promo of all time. This is sick. This is absolutely sick. That line about... Let me go back and play it. There's a simple way to find... No, there's a simple way to find out who truly belongs on the throne. Lock the door behind you and let them fight. Damn. Damn, I want to play it on stream, but I'm going to get copyright. It's annoying. How does this guy not get copyright? That's one of the sickest promos ever. Does anyone know? Does anyone know? Hold on, let me see if I can give another hint. Let me read through it. Let's see. Okay. Will it be what is, or will it be what has always been? There's a simple way to find out who truly belongs on the throne. Lock the door behind them and let them fight. For there can only be one king. It's UFC blank. Blank versus blank. And it starts right now. Damn, this is sick. This is the UFC's best work. Damn, that's the UFC. There's someone in the chat guessed it. Somebody in the chat guessed it. Somebody in the chat guessed it. Damn, that is a sick promo. Here, I'm going to send you guys the link to the promo. Go watch it and just comment MMA Joey sent me here. And then come back to the stream. Because I don't want to get copyright if I play it on stream. I'll get copyright for sure. I'm like 90% sure I'll get copyright. Here it is. Boom. It's Khabib versus Conor. Go watch that promo. Comment on it. MMA Joey sent me. Come back to the stream, though. That's a sick promo. That is one of the sickest promos ever. That is one of the sickest promos ever. Comment on it. Say MMA Joey sent me. I don't even know if that guy has an active channel. He has 30 subs. Shout out to him for uploading that. Shout out to him for uploading that. I can't find that anywhere else on YouTube. Are you down for Holloway Poirier 3? No, and Poirier would definitely win. Poirier would definitely win. It's only got 74 comments. That's crazy. That's a damn good promo. I literally was getting excited for a fight that already happened. Well, Conor was considered king at one time. A king returns. Oh, you know my favorite promo of all time? I'll tell you my favorite promo of all time. I played this on stream before and got copyright. My favorite promo of all time is GSP versus Carlos Condit UFC primetime ending. That shit, the coldest line ever. I'll listen to it right now and tell you. The song in the promo is Mozart's Lacrimosa. Pretty sick. That was one of the best intros ever. But if you guys haven't seen it, if you guys legit haven't seen it, I'll send you the link. This is my all-time #1 favorite promo. It's GSP versus Carlos Condit UFC Primetime ending. If you used to watch the Primetimes, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to listen to it. One of my favorite lines ever. Probably my favorite all-time MMA fighter quote is in this one. It's in this video here. It's only 3 minutes and 58 seconds. I'm only going to watch some of it. GSP says one of the coldest lines I've ever heard in my entire life. Yeah, I've talked about the GSP promo so many times. So here it is. It's just so damn good. This is sick. I'm getting goosebumps right now. And I'm telling you right now, GSP had one of the coldest lines ever. I'm gonna re-quote it in a second. It's my favorite line I've ever heard in a promo, I think. And that's why this is #1 for me. I watch this a couple times a year. So here it is. He says, I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm scared of failure and everything. I'm always scared no matter who I'm fighting. I've always been scared. Every fight. As much as I'm scared, Saturday, I'm going to make that walk to the octagon, and I'm going to fight like my life depends on it. I fucking love it. Damn. That's the best quote ever. Damn, I got to listen to that again. That shit almost brings a tear to my eye. I'm scared. I'm terrified. I'm scared of failure and everything. I'm always scared no matter who I'm fighting. I've always been scared. Every fight in MMA, as much as I'm scared, Saturday I'm going to make that walk to the octagon, and I'm going to fight like my life depends on it. Damn, that's a beauty. And then the song choice is just perfect, too. They got him shadow boxing in the gym and shit. Damn, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be an old man one day watching this prime time. And I'm like, damn, the good old days. I loved UFC prime times. Who remembers UFC prime time? Who remembers that? I miss GSP. I love this promo. Who remembers prime time? Does anyone else remember prime time? Yeah, Fight Science, you knew now. I'm terrified every fight. But as much as I'm scared, I'm going to walk to the octagon and fight like my life depends on it. Fucking Condon almost TKO'd him too. People forget about that. Landed a nasty head kick, rocked GSP. People forgot about that. I watched that live. I remember watching that. Of course I watched it live, but I was watching that shit live. I was rooting for GSP heavily. I liked Condon, but I wanted GSP to win. I just liked GSP. And when he got head kicked, I almost had a full-blown heart attack. I was like, oh no. Yeah, GSP has always said he's not a fan of fighting. He said he basically left for mental reasons. He couldn't handle the stress anymore. Which I don't blame him. If he has the money and doesn't want to do it anymore, why do it? So nobody remembers UFC Primetime? Does nobody remember it? Here's the Primetime video if you guys want to check it out. 97,000 views. Somebody commented on it 1 month ago. This is the only promo I come back to every few years and watch again. Great people to all. Great job to all the people who worked on this. Damn, this is the best promo of all time. Somebody commented on it 3 years ago. I watch this promo at least once a month since the promo came out. Joey, which win-loss affected you the most? Anderson Silva getting KO'd. That one broke my heart. That one genuinely broke my heart. Really broke my heart. Really sucked. I remember I didn't care about the sport for like a month. And then he broke his leg. Oh my God. That was the worst shit I ever saw. Used to get nervous presenting a book report in middle school. Couldn't imagine fighting in front of thousands. I don't blame George. Yeah, dude. That shit has to be nerve-wracking. That shit has to be nerve-wracking. GSP said if he dies, he dies. Have you ever seen this promo? Funniest ever, 100%. Key and Peele Ultimate Fighting goes to the next level. No, I will have to check it out. I don't know if GSP was worried about the fans as much as he was worried about just losing. I mean, I wouldn't want to lose either. I'm competitive as hell. I don't like to lose in anything. But also, yeah, you don't want to be on someone else's highlight reel. Dude dipped out. The only thing I don't like about GSP is he cherry-picked Bisping. I really didn't like that. Dude said Bisping's easily beatable. I'm going to come back for a quick payday. So, like, imagine being Terry Edom on Edson Barboza's highlight reel. That's annoying as shit. That's the most annoying thing ever. You got to watch yourself get brutally KO'd. For the rest of your... Imagine trying to tune in to the sport. And now you got to see yourself get KO'd on a card because the dude's fighting on it. We never got to see Silva versus GSP. Would have been the biggest fight ever. Yup. Yeah, GSP definitely cherry-picked and then dipped out because he didn't want to fight contenders. I lost a little bit of respect for him there. No, I don't believe anything Chael Sonnen says. Chael Sonnen's literally brain dead and a cheater and a criminal. So, GSP not willing to fight Silva and Habib? No, that's he didn't turn down those fights. The UFC never made them. Joe, what about Habib Barboza's fight convinced you of Nurmagomedov's greatness? Nobody walks through prime Barboza's kicks like that. Dude just walked him down. I would have loved to see GSP versus Whitaker. Whitaker would have smoked him. Imagine working that hard to make it to the UFC with the hopes of being champ just to be known as the guy Barboza wheel kicked. If you haven't seen it, go look at Edson Barboza, Terry Edom. That was a filthy, filthy KO. A filthy, filthy, filthy KO. Was Jones trying to avoid GSP in the one video, or he didn't see him? I don't know what video you're talking about. Guys, do me a favor. Run up the likes on the stream. Run up the likes on the stream. I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. We're 16 subscribers away from 11,400. I need you guys to subscribe. Double check and make sure you're subscribed right this second. Double, triple check. I would greatly appreciate it. I would greatly appreciate it if you made sure you were subscribed right this very second. Have you climbed Mount Fuji? Of course. Barboza always built like a specimen. He's meant to knee people. Dude, what he did to Billy Quarantillo was nasty. My favorite KO should have been Uriah Hall spinning kick the dude in Tough. Dude, people acted like he was the next Anderson Silva because of that. The vid of camera guy telling GSP Jones is behind him, I've never seen it. I know that sounds crazy, or I don't remember it. Yeah, GSP just came back to cherry pick a win at middleweight. He never really belonged at middleweight. You know what's crazy? I don't know who's been watching the sport for this long, but when GSP beat Johnny Hendricks, they acted like it was a foregone conclusion that he would be back. Who would have ever thought he would sit out for 4 years, come back for one fight, and never fight again? Dude hasn't fought in 6 years. That's crazy. I would have never thought 10 years later he would have only fought one time. That's actually really crazy. He only fought one time in the next 10 years. They acted at the press conference like it was a foregone conclusion that he would be back. What prospect were you high on that never lived up to your expectations? Johnny Walker, but he's kind of remaking the climb. Imagine your father is an MMA fighter. He's your hero. Always gets up after he falls down. But then you as a little kid have to watch him get unconscious. His consciousness stolen is, well, yeah, that's horrible. Unless you're Neil Magny's son, then you're probably happy about it. Hendricks did win that fight. He was juiced out of his mind, though. He definitely was. GSP advocated. He wanted stricter drug testing for the Hendricks fight. A lot of people thought Hendricks was on PEDs, and GSP advocated. He wanted WADA testing. He wanted WADA. WADA's another organization. He said, I'll pay for it, but I want independent, stringent drug testing for Johnny Hendricks. And for himself as well. He wanted it for both of them. Johnny Hendricks wouldn't agree to it. Hendricks was on steroids, and then Dana told the media that he was on the way to the hospital and lost. Then GSP showed up. Yeah, I remember GSP showing up after Dana said, nah, he's on his way to the hospital. He won't be here for media day. Because Dana wanted to set the narrative. Dana wanted to set the narrative. He didn't want GSP talking. I would never in a million years think Reyes would go in the fall he did. What current fighter in their prime do you think would go on a terrible fall in the near future? It's bound to be someone. It's bound to be someone. We'll say Dustin Poirier somehow. Michael Chandler. I'll say Michael Chandler. I don't know if GSP was clean or not. A lot of people speculated him about being on PEDs. How good would have Shane Carwin been if he had cardio? He would have been one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. I was so high on Julian Marquez. That's crazy. That's a little bit insanity. But then he got brutally KO'd by Halls and then brutally choked out by Alvey. Damn, he got tested. Who did he just recently lose to? I can't remember. Marc-Andre Barrios. I have a feeling Max Holloway's chin's going to give out soon. Everyone's chin has its day, my friend. Everyone's chin has its day. Which is super unfortunate. It happens. It happens, though. Chandler is in his prime now, and GSP pushed for more UFC testing when there wasn't USADA. Yes, he did. I know. That's what I was saying. Chris Montino did better than Aljo. I know. Re-sign Chris Montino. Re-sign Chris Montino. How have we already been live for an hour and 40 minutes? Drew Dober's chin crack too. MAB and RoboCop, these aren't easy fights. Dude, sooner or later, we are willing to see Holloway out cold face first on the canvas, and he will never be the same. Yes, she's great, but no defense and getting chin at S weight. Bro, how does that happen? Was high on Jalen Turner, but he's never going to be elite. He may. I don't think he's ever going to be champ. Joey Cain Velasquez should have been the heavyweight GOAT. He was constantly injured, dude. But you're right, he should have been the heavyweight GOAT. I thought Demirs Magulov would make it to top 5. I thought he was going to be top 10 for sure, but Grant Dawson's way better than I thought he was. I didn't think Grant Dawson was that good, dude. I think Grant Dawson could legit beat Islam right now. I wouldn't pick him. I'd pick Islam. But I think Grant Dawson could beat Islam right now. Cain was constantly injured. Ian Gary becomes champ. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. At this point, nobody wants to fight, so he might be the only guy willing to fight, so he might become champ somehow. Drew Dober's chin is cracked. Yeah. That it is. That it has. Drew Dober's taken a lot of damage over the course of his career. Taking a lot of damage. Joey, all AKA fighters were injury prone due to their trainings, I guess. How do you figure he'd beat him? He'd have to outstrike him, which I don't think he would. But I think he could, is what I was saying. Dude's got excellent grappling. So Islam wouldn't have the threat of the grappling, and Grant's striking is getting better. Who would have won in there, Prime Cain or Heavyweight Jones? Honestly, probably Prime Cain. It's absolutely crazy how much a UFC heavyweight can achieve if they actually do what their coaches tell them. If he threw a 1-2 and avoided wars, a bum could have become heavyweight champ. It's all about not getting clipped up, though. It's all about not getting clipped. One punch changed the trajectory of an entire fight. I think Islam would easily outstrike him. Yeah, I think Islam would outstrike him. But I'm just saying, I'm not saying I would pick Grant Dawson, bro. I just said I think that's one of the more challenging fights for Islam in the division. That's what I mean. As of right now, do you think Pyfer beats Adesanya? No. Adesanya would smoke Pyfer badly. Would smoke him badly. It'd be really, really bad. You look skinnier, my guy. You on a diet? No, I don't think I look skinnier. Maybe, I don't know. I just got a luscious beard, my friend. I got a luscious beard. Maybe it's you were watching Dana White's Contender Series last night and you seen I got a better body than that guy. And that's why I look skinnier today. I know that's just how I feel about the fight personally. Well, I agree with you 100%. Islam's striking is massively underrated. I saw someone say that Nur Sultan beats Adesanya right now. That's impossible to know. Nur Sultan is a very interesting prospect, though. You know? Like, a guy that can celebrate with having his coach shove his whole fist up his ass is a guy I wouldn't want to mess with. I'm telling you right now. You see how fat the UFC heavyweights are? Even at the top 20, some guys don't take it seriously. Dude, I'm telling you right now, people don't understand this. The reason the heavyweights aren't as in shape as some of the other divisions is because if you're a heavyweight, if you're 265 pounds and you're in peak physical shape, guess what? You're in the NBA, you're in the NHL, or you're in the NFL, or the MLB. You're not going to fight for the UFC making pennies when you can go make hundreds of millions in other pro sports. If you're peak physical athlete at 265, you're going to go to these other sports. You're not going to come to the UFC. So that's why the heavyweight division isn't as good. If he runs through Kaio, I love that fight, by the way. Ruzaboyev versus Kaio is good. I can learn a thing or two from Ruzaboyev's coach. Yeah. Heavyweights eat horse meat. I'll never forget what Alistair Overeem looked like in his UFC debut. Dude was jacked to the gills. Jacked to the gills. Czech Congo, MMA Joe, you are a peak athlete. I see you destroying Jarrett Vandera. Yeah. The only problem, the reason you would never see that is I'm not going to fight at the Kentucky State Fair for $250 in a funnel cake, so I would never fight Jarrett Vandera. But yeah. After seeing the guy on Dana White's Contender Series last night, I want a shot on Dana White's Contender Series. Chandler Jones is probably way more than John in his career earnings. Oh, definitely. 100%. 100%. You're dope, but you totally fight for a funnel cake. I've never even eaten a funnel cake. I would never even like a funnel cake. So, remember when a fan threw a skateboard in the octagon? No, that was a meme. That was a meme that somebody made. That didn't actually happen, bro. That didn't actually happen, my friend. But I remember that. I remember someone posting a video. Damn. Damn. Joe, would you arm wrestle Vernon Janaroba? No. Would you be interested in DP versus RDA? Not really. To be fair, you're comparing two millionaires. Joey, I just joined the chat, and you might have already talked about it, but I'm totally disappointed in the comment Jon Jones made about Pavlovich and Aspinall. I haven't seen the direct quote, but yeah, dude, Jones just wants an easy fight against Stipe, and he wants to call it a retirement. That's all he wants to do. Are you live streaming Saturday's card? Yes. What are your thoughts on... I don't know the drama. You're going to have to fill me in, bro. I don't know the drama. I do not know what drama you speak of. You're going to have to fill me in. Big pause. Dana White is such a hypocrite. UFC's purpose is to determine who's the best in the world, but books Jones versus number 3 Stipe. Sitting out for 2.5 years and impersonating a lawn chair in his last fight instead of Jones versus number 2 Pavlovich. Yeah, it's a joke. We want to see Jones fight the new killers, not Grandpa Stipe. I know. Jon Jones, Stipe Miocic. Dude's acting like Stipe's good. Don't get me wrong, these guys are amazing. They're starching people in the first round, but as I get older, I have to look at the business and not just speak out of pride. I have to speak out of my legacy and as a business. If the hardcore fans know who these guys are, that's great. But at the end of the day, I need to fight people that the mainstream public is going to be excited about, because they're always going to be a new challenger that's younger than you, and everyone's going to want to see if you can do it one more time. It is what it is. Tom Aspinall, I think he has potential to do something really special in the heavyweight division. I think he's going to be hard for the majority of guys to beat. I really do believe that. Dude, it doesn't make sense. Stipe Miocic is unknown. Yeah, I'm honestly might be rooting for Stipe. Yeah, I know it doesn't matter what the rankings are, but I know what you meant regardless. We only do the best fights. Dana White's time to give number one contender a title shot over Cheeto, coming off a win over Wars Pedro. And a 50-45 by Corey, yeah. He was like, Stipe the only guy mainstream enough for me to fight, even though he's not, dude. If I went to a grocery store right now and asked 200 people who Stipe Miocic is, 0 would know who they are. Stipe's unknown, plus he speaks a foreign language, plus he hasn't fought in 2.5 years. Plus in his last fight he impersonated a lawn chair. TRT Vitor Uberim USADA killed the UFC. Dude, TRT Vitor was a different beast. He almost ruined Jon Jones' arm. Who remembers the armbar he had? For those of you who don't know, Jon Jones fought Vitor Belfort when Vitor Belfort was clearly juiced. I mean, it was clear as day. It's indisputable, right? He fought Vitor on a month's notice. Vitor was jacked, juiced up. And in the first round, Vitor got a tight armbar on him. And Jones just refused to tap. Outright refused to tap. And eventually got out of it and went on to finish Vitor. But imagine had he just ripped his arm off right then and there. Literally every heavyweight is unknown, but Jones is taking the easiest fight, but what he said inherently wasn't that bad. Yeah, I just don't like how he pretended that Stipe was mainstream. That's all I didn't like about it. I need to fight people that the mainstream public is going to be excited about. That's literally not possible, Jones. That's not possible. It's just not possible. Closest thing to losing Jones has been Matt Hamill, sorry. What about feeding Ian Gary to Bo Nickel? Bo Nickel would get smoked by Ian Gary, I think. Aljo as a challenger would 100% accept the fight against Merab. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. But maybe. There's at least one MMA fan in the grocery store with 200 people. No. Jones doesn't want to deal with a guy that matched him as a heavyweight. I want Stipe to, like, pull out for whatever reason now so they can change the fight. Why would they say a tennis player? Like what he said about there's always going to be the next guy that can beat. Oh, that is fact. That's 100% true. It's always going to be the next guy. This guy's going to get him. This guy's going to get him. He retired because of this guy. But right now, I want to see the Sergei Pavlovich fight, and I think it's more promotable, too. I think it's more promotable. Will Stipe beating Jones be the most shocked you've been about a fight result? I don't think so, but maybe. Yeah, Jones sitting out 3 years to take 2 pointless fights. It hurts. The closest Jones has ever been to losing was Reyes beat the shit out of him. Reyes didn't beat the shit out of him, but fair enough. Is it true that God only loses the championship fights? No. Nah, he just can't wrestle worth a shit. Like, if he beats Pav, they're going to be like he's ducking Aspinall. That is true, 100%. If Stipe pulled out, John wouldn't accept the fight against Pavlovich. I think if it wasn't short notice, he would. Like, if it happened right now, he would accept the fight against Pavlovich. I don't think they'd give it to Pavlovich. I think they'd give it to Tom Aspinall. I think they would give it to Tom Aspinall. They say Pavlovich, I think they would give it to Tom Aspinall. Because it sounds like a tennis player. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're only going to go for a few more minutes, guys. We've almost been 2 hours tonight. You guys gotten 2 hours of unadulterated pleasure from me. I've been pleasuring you guys nonstop with my mouth, throat, and lips for the last hour and 50 minutes. So, Pavlovich has already been confirmed as the backup. That's fine. You can confirm all you want. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm still kind of interested in Gon Pav. Maybe it's just me. I want to see Pavlovich versus Aspinall. That's the fight I want to see. Joey, please stop pleasing me, please. Okay. Yeah, I'm only going to go for like a couple more minutes. Francis Ngannou leaving MMA Factory was the best move he could have made. No grappling like Gon. Yeah, Gon has no takedown defense. Absolutely no takedown defense. Which is craziness. Which is absolute craziness. I mean, imagine being in the UFC with no takedown defense. No wrestling. He actually has decent BJJ. But just no... None. No takedown defense at all. That's why I picked Spivak to beat him. I picked Spivak to beat him, boys. I'm going to look like a genius. I'm going to look like a genius if he wins. I'd love to see Jon Jones versus Tom. I agree. Do you think Pavlovich would have beaten Ngannou? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Ngannou would have starched him out cold. I'm going to say it would have starched him out cold. Guys, I found some guy streaming UFC, and he has a really funny YouTube name. I want you guys to go rate him. I'm going to post a link, but his channel name's Hobo Liquor, which is hilarious. He's playing UFC Undisputed right now. I want you guys to go rate him and tell him MMA Joey sent you. As I get off, I'm out of here. Go show him some support. Jones exposed Gon. Yeah, go rate his stream. Tell him MMA Joey sent you. He's starting out his channel. He's got 231 subscribers right now. Everyone go rate him. MMA Joey sent you. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Go show him some support on his gaming channel. I just found him live right now. He must be a UFC fan, I'm assuming. Go rate him and tell him MMA Joey sent you. And show him some support. If you enjoy the channel, subscribe to his channel. Like his stream at least while you're there. Ask him some questions. I'm sure he'll enjoy it, man. So, go to the link in the chat. Go raid the guy. Go raid the guy. Go raid the guy. Hilarious YouTube name. Good night. Goodbye. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll probably go live again tomorrow, maybe. I'm pretty sure I probably will. But I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for joining me for the weekly live chat. We went almost 2 hours tonight. Go to the link in the chat, and good night.